Welcome to day 96. I'm Sunshine.
And I'm Captain.
And we're still walking.
And we're still talking.
We had to stop for a minute to hold the camera. It's super complicated with this iPhone setup because we don't have what's that thing called? A tripod? I don't know. An extension for it. So we have to hold it way out with our arm, and then our arm starts shaking and whatnot. So we did not get the new camera yet. We won't have it until probably 4 days from now. So you're going to have to bear with us with some more iPhone footage. We're not sure how many we're going today. Between 18 and 25. We're starting at PA Route 34. We're going to go, we got upsy downsies, a little bit of a roller coaster this morning.
And then it's flat at the end of the day.
And we're going to have lunch in Bowling Springs. That's going to be our big excitement for the day. So let's get this party started.
Let's go.
The place we stayed last night had the word tavern, and so in the name of it, so my head immediately went to like a British or Irish pub, and we were going to get some good pub food, but our hunger got the best of us, and we ate at a sandwich shop before we got to the Tavern Hotel, and I'm so glad we did because there was no tavern. And so Captain saved half of his sandwich for breakfast this morning, which is really smart, and I think we'll probably be doing that a lot along the way when we hit New Jersey and New York, where they have the sub shops. How is it? It's good? Mm-hmm. And I'm starving this morning. I'm gonna have all kinds of my food, but I want a breakfast sandwich. Like, that looks so good. So we never really updated you last night about our hotel or anything. We got in, we showered, and then we got in bed and we watched a movie. We talked to Alan for half an hour. We talked to Will for a bit. We watched a movie. We stayed up too late. That's probably why I was tired this morning. And so nothing really to report about it. We were just spent, and I was concerned about him, so the camera didn't really come out. But interestingly enough, the Uber that we took to the hotel, I sensed that the guy had a French accent. And so I was like, where are you from? He's from Haiti. And he was so excited to speak French with Captain because he never gets to speak it. He doesn't, obviously he's not in a big city, which often lends itself to have more people speaking different languages. And obviously French is not that common of a language like Spanish is within the United States. And then this morning we get in our Uber, and the girl that's driving us, again, I sensed a accent, a Spanish or Latin accent, and she was from Puerto Rico, so he got to use his Spanish again this morning. Kind of crazy. It's funny how everything kind of works out the way it should, and you get to chat. I know from traveling full time, initially when we would hear English in different countries, it was like, oh, okay. And, within the last couple of years, more so, when we hear people speaking English, we're like, oh, they're speaking English. Because we're often in countries for years, different places throughout the world for years at a time, and we don't hear much English. And even when we first got back to the United States, I would hear people talking in the United States, and I'd be like, oh, they're speaking English. And then I'd realize, oh, wait a minute, we're in the United States. So it's a kind of like a nice comfort of home when you hear someone speaking your native language and you're not living in your native country. So I'm sure it was really great for both of them as it was for Captain and I. If you could pick one type of food to be in this town that you would be dying to eat right now, what would it be?
One type of food?
One type of food.
Honestly, I don't know. Right now I'm not...
What are you feeling right now? If you could wish it here, what would it be?
I'm not in like a crazy, oh my God, I would kill for certain foods right now because we've been kind of slacking for the past couple of days.
Okay.
I don't know.
I would love sushi right now.
Sushi would be nice.
I would love sushi, but it takes a lot of that to fill me up, and it'd be expensive.
I would kill for hot and sour soup right now.
Oh, hot and sour soup sounds good. I could go for some Thai also. All right, let's see what we got. It might be just a burger and fries again, which we'll be grateful for.
I'll be fine with that.
Yep. So it's currently 8:15. It is 75 degrees already. I think I need to clean my camera. Ah, that's better. We have 4 roller coasters. So up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. And then we're in the town, and it's about 7.2 miles further. We're really excited that we're coming into towns and a bit of food lately, because we're gonna have lunch in Boiling Springs. Woo, it's hot. There is water sources along the way today, so we're still carrying 3 liters just to be safe, but I'm not too worried about it. So let me tell you something weird. Oh, there's a lot of bugs today. That's not weird, it's just buggy. The first mile of the trail for me every day, I have a little bit of a negative voice that says, you can't do this anymore. That first mile each day is so hard. My pack feels heavy. I feel tired. Everything kind of aches a bit. And I think, oh my gosh, I've hit the end. And I haven't hit the end, because I get going and a mile in, things are loosened up. I forget I have the pack on and I'm in a better space. So it's interesting, because I guess that would be an observation of, like, you know, the whole, if you don't quit on a bad day. Like, a bad day is just a bad day. And like my 1 mile in and everything is glorious. Just sleeping on it and the next day and everything will be glorious. Oh gosh, I just went into some cobwebs. Oh. First one on the trail, it's still blazing, is, oh, where's Captain? I'm a badass hiker bitch. 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 This is what I'm letting you guys into my head today. This is what I say to myself. I'm a badass hiker bitch. Oh. How's that for a heck of a 300 rock step climb this morning?
That's a tough climb.
That was only 0.9, but boy, that was a tough climb, huh?
No kidding.
Are you okay?
Yeah. Let's keep going.
Are you awake now?
That's for sure.
I sure as heck am. We're to the top of the first big roller coaster. Look at these massive rocks. And so we go down and we got 2 more of them. So 6.3 miles before we get a hearty lunch. I'm already thinking about lunch, you guys. You want us to go this way? Now that's a sign I can appreciate. I'd be regretting those 2 hot dogs I had in that one day in Shenandoah. It's tight squeeze. Oh, this looks like a snake zone. Okay, I made it out. Whew. Whew. Creepy. People get lost in this area quite often because there are a lot of arrows. I think I hear Captain. Captain, did you fit through that tight squeeze? It was tight, huh?
No kidding.
He's gonna go that way. Path kind of looks worn this way. Let me guess. Where does it go now?
That way.
Right to me. I have to go back and do that so I don't miss that part of the trail. I feel like there's a hidden camera and someone's having a ball with us, making us weave through, like figure 8 through things when there's a more direct route. They're like, look at these fools following the arrows on the rocks. How it's done, Mr. Captain. Oh, don't do anything dangerous. Oh boy. Oh boy, I don't want to finish this hike alone. Maybe I should have done that. I just climbed up the rocks. All right, you're a badass hiker teen now.
It's all wonderfully done.
Ooh, these crevices are getting thinner and thinner. We better start losing weight. We have finished our roller coasters. We have 4 or 5 of them.
4, it would be.
and we're at the top, and it's breezy, and there's a rock seat here, and we love it. 3 more miles, and we get food. What do you think about that?
I mean, food's definitely a good motivator, but I think that...
Real food from the real world.
What a surprise. Although I did have a sandwich this morning.
You did have a sandwich. Okay, then you stay here. I'll go get real food.
Yeah, it's smart. Smart.
Some trail clubs actually put a sign up and tell you that they are the ones maintaining the next section of the trail, which is really, really cool. And usually when they have a sign, the trail is maintained quite well because they're a very active group. Often, most of the time, it's a volunteer group. So again, we thank you for taking care of the trail for us. It makes a huge, huge difference.
No matter what people want you to believe, don't ever turn back on your dreams. It's all in your hands, a change is near. Close your eyes, listen, the sound is so clear.
So this lady just went by us out there, and she said it's lots of fields hiking going forward. And we're thinking we may actually do a 25 mile day. We'll see how it goes, see how lunch goes and how we're feeling. Because from this point on, it's flat for like 10 miles. But she just told us it's flat for 10 miles, but you're in direct sunlight. So that makes it's a little bit harder to walk. But I'm gonna put my hat on. We'll be full of food and hopefully we can manage. All right, where are my Stephen King people who were teenagers around the same time as me? You must have seen the movie Children of the Corn. Holy baloney. Whenever I get in corn stacks, that's all I can think about. We're back in the canopy, thank goodness. It got up to 94 degrees out there in the sun. Oh my God. This is very cute. People fishing. Oh. Thank you. Look at this place. Super cute. Wow. I hear about people that just stop in towns and never leave. Maybe that'll be Captain and I. We'll move here. We'll have to come find us. We just walked by this guy in the gazebo. He looks like a hiker, and he says, I recommend you take a 0 here. And we're like, we can't take a 0 because we're gonna be off in 3 days. Not taking a 0, but making up miles elsewhere. And he said, you got the fields of doom ahead. So our day of thinking we were gonna hike 25 miles, everyone has been scaring us that we're gonna be hiking through fields, and it's clearly well into the 90s with no reprieve from the sun. Now everyone's scaring the heck out of us. Maybe we take a siesta here, Captain, and then we start hiking again at 6 p.m.
Maybe.
Got the stuffed portobello with a Caesar salad, and Captain got, what'd you get?
I get quesadillas.
And a milkshake. Yum. And dessert, my ice mocha, Captain's second lunch. I am finally using my umbrella for the first time. I probably should have been using it in the rain, and I have this hands-free device here because we're going to be hiking in over 100-degree temps in the next 5 minutes for the next 10 miles.
You know, to be honest, that's a pretty sweet deal.
I think so too. We're going to get you one.
Nice.
It works out for me. Okay? So everyone's trying to scare us. And we went into the outfitter, and he was like, it's the easiest 10 miles on the trail. Now that I've got, I'm all geared up. Well, I mean, I do need to be geared up because it's going to be over 100 degrees. So I've got my frog tog, I call it my dish rag thing that's wet. I've got my mountain hardware sun shirt. I've got my hat that I got at the outfitter in Damascus. And then I'm going to put my umbrella on. And then we're juicing up right here, and we're carrying out, I don't know,
probably
4 or 5 liters. 3.5 liters.
Yeah.
And we were told by the outfitter, and there's a warning on the app as well that has my electrolytes in it, so be careful, that we probably shouldn't drink the water in, I think he said, what did he say, Cumberland Valley?
Cumberland Valley.
I don't know where Cumberland Valley extends to, but I know it's at least for the next 14 miles because it's agricultural and there could be stuff in the water. So, which makes me even more nervous about what we're eating in our food. If there's stuff in the water that the animals are eating or what's going on the crops, but that's a whole story for another day. All right, so we're packing out the most water we've ever packed out individually. Hopefully it doesn't kill us carrying this.
I think we'll be fine.
So you see that shaded part on the app, and we will do a whole tutorial on the app. Vanna, could you put your finger there and show? There we go. That's the area where there's only one shelter you can stay in. It's farmland, and it's Cumberland Valley, and you're not supposed to, or you should, it's not recommended you drink the water through there. So it's like 14 miles, and we've got enough to last us. So here we go. Into the field we go. Hope we return. It is 102 degrees and it's raining. So we're putting on our gear for rain stuff. It's only supposed to last about 20 minutes, and we are actually under the canopy right now, which is lovely because we're not in a field. So stay on the trail to help preserve the crops. We got it, right? Ooh, that's all live. Woo! It dropped from like 98 to down to 81, and it feels great. That's nice of them to let us know. I feel like we've heard a lot of firing ranges on the trail. Yeah. All right, so Captain and I were just discussing how nice it was to walk in this rain and get wet, and comparing it to Neil's Gap. Remember Neil's Gap, guys? Where we had every ounce of clothing on and we're soaked to the bone and thought we were gonna die. Oh, my, how our tune has changed. So the camera has arrived, and Will cannot stand that we're shooting with the iPhone, so he's driving to us to drop off the camera. I don't think I think he's staying about 20 minutes away, but he's like, you guys need water. I'm like, we have plenty of water. He's like, you need water. I really think he just wants to get us the camera. What do you think?
I think he's shocked by the footage he's seeing.
I think he just misses us.
Sure.
So Will showed up with a new camera and dinner, and he said, I'm only like 17 minutes away, and the Amazon locker has your shoes that's only 20 minutes away. And I was like, take me with you. So we're at Will's place with him, and look, out with my old topos, in with my new. You guys, I'm so happy. So it was a hot day. It ended up being, I think the high was 98, and it said feels like 103. And after the rainstorm, it never got back up into the 90s, but both of our feet were killing us. And so our goal to go 25 miles, I think could have absolutely been accomplished if we both weren't having feet issues. He's only got 2 more days before he goes off to visit his sister. And so he's gonna muscle through and get shoes after that, and mine were in the box. So we're gonna sleep in the bed with Will tonight. And then he's gonna put us back on the trail at 5 in the morning because we have a lot of miles we still wanna accomplish in the next 2 days. So I've talked about how the topos, this mid-length, is perfect for me. You guys know that they're discontinuing them. I've got another pair coming, and I may order one more pair. There was one left by the reseller. I love them. The problem is, and I would still tolerate this if they were even gonna make them still, they become so squishy at about, I think a little over 300 miles. And Topo is really great. When I told them about this, I think I might've told you guys already, but they gave me a 50% off discount to future shoes, but they're not making these anymore. So now I'm on the quest to find a different shoe. And I'm eventually gonna try the Hoka boot. I need something for the rocks. I could probably use this for the rocks, but I'm gonna try them anyway. Do you guys remember when I had that sit pad that I was on that was like this big, and I was like, this is not comfortable, I'm not gonna carry it. And then I switched it out for this kind of scarf sarong. My plan was to lay it on the ground, and I could sit on it and I could stretch on it and whatnot. And it's working out and I love it, but I'm not sitting on the ground that much. And today I actually had my pack cover on my pack because it was raining, and I took it off and I sat on that, and I'm like, I could sit on my pack cover. Then I don't need to carry this, but I am gonna reintroduce this thing because this is great. Like if I wash my face at night and wanna go like this, or if I hooked it around my bag if I was like sweating or if I need to wipe my nose or something. So this is coming back in, this is going out now.
Welcome to the end of day 96.
Today we went from PA Route 34 to US Route 11. We went 18.6 miles. And we were set for hitting 25, but there were three big obstacles. One was the heat. I think it's the hottest day we've had.
It was by far the hottest day we've probably had in the past week or so.
Oh my gosh, and I think overall, it was 98 one point. I don't think we've had it higher than that.
Me and Dad got up to like 10 something.
Did you really?
We were hiking, yeah. I would definitely say it was up there though.
Was it feels like 10 something? Because today feels like 102.
I'm not sure.
Okay, so it was a hot day. Number two, both of our feet hurt. We're both in need for new shoes. So I got mine. He's getting his in 2 days. I got mine tonight. And third was Will came to deliver us the camera. And
you made the decision to stay with him.
I made the decision.
I never chose this, and you brought it up.
That's not true.
I am
You had to
being
keep taking breaks
coerced.
because your feet hurt.
Yes,
remember?
I did have to keep
And as
taking
a good
breaks.
mama-
However, I took Advil after that. I was going to feel fine.
You guys are going to have to decide.
It's her fault.
All right. Tomorrow is supposed to be 100. What's tomorrow supposed to be temperature-wise, Will?
100.
100 and something. So we're going to start at 5 in the morning and just go as long as we can until we can't anymore. Okay, the best part of your day?
Best part of my day, lunch.
Yeah, me too. My stuffed portobello mushroom and the red velvet cake and the iced mocha and the 2 glasses of lemonade and the 3 glasses of water and what did you love most about your lunch?
The milkshake.
Oh, that's right, you had a milkshake, yeah. That's really good. And then we bought 4 extra bottles of water and 2 extra bottles of Gatorade, and we were already carrying like 2.5 liters.
And we've only gotten through 1 bottle of water.
Well, we were trying to, because what happened after lunch is it was still hot, but then it rained, and then the temperature dropped down a bit, which was really, really nice. And it never got back up into the 90s. But we were scared because they said don't drink any of the water. There were no springs anyway. They were all dried up so far. But don't drink any of the water in the Cumberland Valley because it's runoff from farmland and there could be whatever in it. So we were definitely over carrying on water. Did you say you had a worst? I'm tired right now.
I wouldn't say I have a worst, but I'm glad that we have the new camera or the replacement second camera.
Yes, me too. I love it, you guys. Do we look different? It's been so hard vlogging on the iPhone because we're so used to this and all the things it does.
Maybe this time we won't crack it within the first week.
Funny. Well, then I'll promise to not fall ever again.
Cut to her falling in a week.
Cut to falling. So I guess getting the camera was the best part of my day. The food, seeing Will again, new shoes. I got new shoes that I'm gonna try out. I'm gonna wear them tomorrow. I've done this brand before. And the worst part for me was the heat and that my feet were really hurting today. So
that's about it. We will see you on day 97. Bye.
Live the day.
I bet you didn't think you'd be dressing your mother
No kidding.
this early on in the game. All right, let's see how this works. Yeah, I think that's gonna work. This is crazy. I don't hold out a lot of hope of this working for me, guys, just because it feels like it's an obstruction and it's hard for me to have good visibility and whatnot, but I'm willing to try almost anything. So, and Captain has said that if it doesn't work for me, he'll take it over.